For those of you who don't already recognize the name, Victor Fleming was the director of two of the most popular and most critically acclaimed movies of all time, Gone with the Wind and The Wizard of Oz. The funny thing is, they both came out in the same year, 1939. He died 10 years later in 1949, and his remains are interred at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Hollywood, California. To visit his tomb or niche, you enter the gates of the cemetery and you go straight back to the 2nd Street and make a right, and this is what you'll see at the very end of this street. This is the Abbey of the Psalms Mausoleum. Once you enter the mausoleum, he'll be on the left-hand side in the Sanctuary of Refuge hallway. You'll see his plaque about halfway down the corridor on the right-hand side, as you can see here in the video. And while you're here, you might also want to visit the tomb of Judy Garland, who played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Her body was originally laid to rest in New York, but her family had her moved to this cemetery in January of 2017. Her tomb is just a few corridors away from Victor Fleming's. She's also in the Abbey of the Psalms Mausoleum. She's just on the outside before you go in to the mausoleum. She's in a private family section, which you can see here, that's just to the left of the entrance to the mausoleum on the outside. There is a door, a glass door, so you can't get in to see it, but you can see it through the door. And as yet, it still doesn't have her name on it's the black area there. And I was last there in May, just a couple of weeks ago, and this is what it looks like. I'll be going back, and I'm sure that at some point in the near future, her name will be carved into the granite. I always find it interesting when people who were in the same movie or TV show together end up being buried in the same cemeteries, and it happens quite often. Frank L. Baum, who wrote The Wizard of Oz, and Aunt Em, who was in The Wizard of Oz, are both buried in another cemetery together, or nearby. Ray Bolger, who played the Scarecrow, and Jack Haley, who played the Tin Man, are both buried in another cemetery near one another. In a future video, I'll visit all of their graves. And last but not least, all of you die-hard Wizard of Oz fans will want to visit the memorial to Toto, which you'll find at the opposite end of the cemetery. It's right in front of the other mausoleum, which is called the Cathedral Mausoleum. So as always, thanks for watching my vlog, and please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.